to Conquering Mount Scrapmore with Brenda. I'm Brenda, and we're here with another in the series of Crumb Carnage Green. Now this green one is the wrap-up. Now if you go back, this Crumb Carnage is going to take a lot longer to do than I thought it was going to do, but we're going to go through all the colors of the bins that I have and make quilts and give them to charity. But first, before we start the Crumb Carnage, let's get through a shout out because that's kind of important. Marie from Marie's Scrappy Creations has been a friend of mine for quite a while, and she has just got the most talented person ever, and she loves working with crumbs. So this is a nod to Marie. Now, you guys go over and check her out. You're going to find her YouTube link in the show notes below or the description box. Look for the More button and press on that. Now, it's like I say, we've been friends since we started. I started YouTube, right? So she has just been a wonderful person to watch, and I get along with her really well. Now, also you're going to find in those show notes, I speak for free to quilting guilds and quilting groups, and I ask that people get a hold of me through either the Facebook group or through email. Now you can find my email in the About tab. I am not as quick to reply to my emails as I am to my Facebook group messages or the messages under Facebook, but that's okay. I would be happy to speak to you. Now, I speak about elements of designs, using your fabric scraps, and making charity quilts. And I have a little chunk show that's all visual. I have it on PowerPoint presentation, and I do it only over Zoom only. So if your group is looking for any of those things, give me a call. I'll try to fit you into the schedule, and we'll be so delighted to speak to your group. Also, the Chaos Sew Along is going to happen. Now, I'm not sure when we are filming this and when the video will drop and all this, but it will happen. And the Chaos Sew Along dates are also going to be in the show notes for when we're getting ready to drop them. And it's going to be a fun sew along. It's a little bit larger pieces, like the subunits are like 4.5 inches or 4.5 by 8.5 inches unfinished. So you have a little bit bigger thing, but grab your scraps, start pressing now because it's going to be just cute and adorable. So we had to rework my chaos block, and I think I've got something that really will look sharp. Also, we have a Facebook group. We're warm and welcoming. We're growing very quickly, and we have so much fun in there with fabric swaps by country. We do recipe exchanges. We do we have a virtual sewing room under Discord, right? That you have to be part of the Facebook group to get further information on that. We just have, all sorts of different chats, and we have one for free patterns where people go out and find free patterns and they post the link to the free pattern in a group chat. This is a lot of fun. There's lots going on all the time. Also, we have the Zoom sew dates. And the Zoom sew dates are from now until the end of December. I have not looked at 2025 yet. I haven't got that far yet. But I am making that commitment to you. They start from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, because I'm either in Alberta or Arizona. And I just really, really have so much fun with those sew dates. I get lots done, and I have so much fun, and we just have a blast. We sit and we talk and we ask what everybody's working on, and sometimes we'll ask questions, and if you come that day and you don't feel like sewing, or you haven't got a sewing project that you want to work on, bring your cross stitch or some needlecraft arts. It'll be fine. You will be happy to have you here. And share, like, and subscribe. We're trying to get the word out about us and what we're able to do for people. And if you have somebody that you want to share with, please do. Make comments too, because comments help our analytics, and it gets our video pushed forward amongst all of that. So now let's talk about Crumb Carnage. Now, I showed you how I make basic crumb blocks, right? Now, this is a good example of the crumb box that I sewed together. Now, I have an old ruler, and all the numbers have worn off, but I know it's 6.5 inches square. So that's perfect for me to use as a squaring up tool for these blocks. So what I did is I put the block or put sashing, block, cornerstones, and I did it as webbing. Now, you've seen me do webbing on blocks all the time. I do it with quilts too, and I just find that everything stays put the way I need it to stay put. I don't have any problems. The only issue when you're webbing a quilt, instead of sewing it row by row or column by column, right, is that at some point you're dealing with all the way to the quilt and you haven't finished sewing all the quilt yet. So when I sew them together, I go by columns, right? So I start on the far end, put a row of sashing and a block together, and then the next one would be sashing and cornerstones, and then the blocks and sashing. So this is how I do it. But when I have to turn it, now I'm dealing with all the weight of the quilt. For me, I'm okay with that because I don't have problems yet with my shoulders and my neck and my upper back. But I mean, some people, they like, no, we got to do this row by row, and that's okay. However you decide to do this. I put in cornerstones and everybody said, oh, cornerstones are so much work. No, they're not. They actually help you line up. And this actually helps everything looks nice and crisp and square. Now I decided to go with white, just white and white on white prints, because I think it got really busy and some of the blocks got kind of darkish, and I thought, okay, let's make this bright and a happy quilt so, it'll go for charity. Now I ended up with my baskets. They're a little bit smaller than a shoebox. They're about the A-high, this long and about that wide, like basically hand size. I can comfortably put my hand in. Okay, now that was filled, overfilled actually. I made 4 quilts. Four quilts out of this. Now, here are the other 3. Now, they all look like this, right? And they're all twin size. So this is what I'm saying. This could take a little bit longer than I thought it would because pretty much all my crumb bins are now overflowing. So I'm kind of hoping that you're patient and you kind of wait for me to use up my crumbs and show different ideas that I do when I'm working with crumbs and trying to get rid of crumbs, because there's lots of things you can do with crumbs, right? And my crumbs are hand size and smaller. So, like I say, look at that first, if you forgot what Crumb Carnage was all about, look at the first one for green, and I tell you how I manage those crumb bins. And you can see an actual basket of crumbs that I have been working with. So, I have been working along doing other things. Well, my green crumb bin already is, starting to fill up again. And I'm like, oh, okay, so we are going to try and get rid of as many crumbs as we can in this series, but it'll take a while. So I think, yeah, we've got, like I say, we got three big twin size quilt tops here. I haven't done the quilting yet, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do the quilting or I'm going to give it to the community service person, but I'm holding on to them for her. Like I say, they're all twin size, so it'd be perfect for a child in a twin bed or an adult in a twin bed. I'm not sure where these quilts are going to go because there's several things that, the Gills give to. Like there's Luana Shelter for Women, battered women and their children. There's the wildfire victims. There's Sleep in Heavenly Peace. There's all over, like all over the place. We also have where we give to immigrants to our country. And, just to kind of let them know that people are thinking about them and that we care about them. We care enough about them to give them a quilt. So, but yeah, this is where what I'm working on. And I'm like, it's big. They're big. They're big, but they're going to be a lot of quilts out of this Crumb Carnage series. So I hope you stay patient, and you might see me doing some Crumb Carnage piecing with blocks as I'm doing blocks. You might see some of that as, just leader enders kind of thing that I'm doing, because there's a lot of crumb bins up there that are getting kind of full. So I hope you have an absolutely blissful day ahead. And I hope that life is going great for you in your sewing room, and that you just are enjoying a lot of, peaceful moments in your life, and you get a chance to reflect on how wonderful everything is for you. Okay, you guys, you take care, and until we meet each other again. Okay, bye! Hello again. We just want to thank you for enjoying our video and, coming along with my husband and my YouTube adventure and quilting. And, sometimes things don't work out as best they should, and sometimes they work out great. We're going, wow, that went well. But it's been an amazing journey, and I'm so glad I could share it with you. Share, like, and subscribe these videos. That really helps us out, and it helps us make more charity quilts, okay? So you guys take care until we have a chance to meet again, okay? Bye!